Online dating. I've seen couples fall madly in love and grow into a beautiful relationship. Well, I've also seen things completely tank and people feel really overwhelmed with the idea of online dating. My name's Keeley Rankin and I'm a sex and relationship coach. And I want to share with you the 3 tips that I tell all my clients that are online dating. So tip number 1, you want to be on at least 2 apps or online dating sites, but no more than 3. If you're on more than 3, you can start to feel overwhelmed. You sort of want to think of online dating and allow yourself to settle into how much energy you actually have in participating with these apps. So apps like Tinder and Bumble, they're all about swiping, getting to the next person, seeing who you match with. So if you're on a bunch of them, you may start to feel a little bit overwhelmed. But I always recommend being on more than one app because you want to make sure that you're also able to connect with the types of people that you're going to want to meet. So there's so many different options out there. There's so many different sites that you can be on. So giving yourself more than one option, but really not going for more than 3 because you can start to feel really overwhelmed. Let's just say you're on a dating app or a site and you're not really enjoying that one. Just sign off that, do a little bit of research, find another one and try that out. So pictures, 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 pictures. They are one of the most important parts to online dating. What's important about your pictures is that they actually tell a story about who you are and what your life is like. Who are when this person sees you or meets you, we want your pictures to actually give them an idea of who you are. One of the biggest mistakes I see people make is taking photos that don't really maybe tell a story, or they don't actually represent that person's personality. You want to show that you have some range, right? Can you just hang out on Saturday in your sweats and maybe your workout clothes, and then Saturday night be dressed up for a party? So being able to show the dynamics of your personality and what you do, not just only t-shirt photos or not just only button-up photos or dress photos. So there's sort of this range that's happening. With photos, you also want most of your photos to just be of you. It's okay if you have 1 or 2 photos of you with another person, but we don't want a ton of group photos. And we definitely don't want photos of you wearing sunglasses or hats all the time. Let people see who you are, right? You don't want to surprise them when they show up for the first meeting with you and you look completely different. Let them get a sense of who you are before you meet up with them for the first time. We also want them to see a full body shot of you recently. I know sometimes it can be a little scary. Maybe you put on a little bit of weight or you're not super excited about how you look right now, and so it makes it a little even scary to be dating because of that. But we really want people to feel like before they meet you, they're getting a sense of who you are, not to surprise them on that first meeting. It's really, really important. Now, my 3rd tip for online dating is that within a few exchanges, I recommend that you try and meet up with this person. I have heard so many stories about people who spend days, weeks, even months going back and forth, texting with someone, not even ever speaking with them on the phone, only to find out that when they mention, hey, I think we should meet up, you want to get together, that person just completely disappears. So if you're serious about meeting someone and dating, I normally recommend actually within about the exchanges, the exchange of 3 messages going back and forth. So you message them, they message back, you message them again, they message back, you message one more time, they're still responding. That next message should be something like, hey, you want to meet up? It'd be great to get to know each other in person, see what our chemistry is like. You really never know what your chemistry is going to be like with someone until you actually meet up with them. So it's really important to not spend so much time just messaging, going back and forth, writing emails. Meet up with them in person. See how it feels. See if you have a connection with that person, what the chemistry is like. The faster you learn whether or not this person is ready or interested in meeting up, the better off you're going to be, so you don't waste too much time. I normally recommend that your first meeting be pretty low key, and I sometimes don't even consider it a date. Just maybe something like a tea or a coffee or a drink, something that's not a ton of commitment. And I often recommend to my clients, if you had a good first meeting, maybe considering that next one a date and letting that be something where you're more getting to know that person in a romantic script. Remember, there are a lot of people out there in the online dating scene. And what's most important is that you're able to connect with the people that are right for you. If you were walking down the street, you probably don't see that many people that you're attracted to. And even if you were to then start a conversation with that person, you might find that the chemistry is not even quite right once you start talking, even though you felt an attraction. So you have to think of online dating sort of like that. Well, online dating is wonderful because it takes out the pressure of, is that person single? Are they interested in me? I don't know if I can ask for their number, which is why online dating has become so popular in the realm of dating. But we also have to remember that not every fit is going to be the one for you, and that's entirely okay. It's all about just letting yourself continue to explore, get to know people, learn about yourself from every encounter that you have. So my 3 main tips are: be on online dating sites. More than 2, but no more than 3. My second tip is have really good pictures that show a story about who you are. And my third tip is meet up with someone somewhat quickly. Thanks for watching. I hope you found these 3 tips helpful. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel.